This slideshow is going to introduce you to two tools you're going to be using in Blackboard, the Blackboard blog tool and the Blackboard wiki tool. You should also take a look at the other slideshow, which is on the webinar, which you'll be doing also to get your assignments and other course materials, and so that we can have a discussion live on the web. So what is the purpose of the Best Work Wiki tool? Quite simply, it is a website where you and your group can work on a single project. You'll be working on a paper for the first 5 or 6 modules of this course, in which you'll be writing what's called the objective synthesis paper. Well, along the way you're going to be learning different skills, you're going to be getting different tools, and what I'll want you to do at the end of each module is to show me what your group thinks is the best work from that group for that particular module. And you're going to be placing that work in the Best Work Wiki. Now, the blog space is the place where you're going to originally put your assignment for each of the modules. So each of you will have an assignment, and you will paste that assignment into your blog space, and that's where I'm going to be grading it. The process of submitting your work in the blogs and the wikis, and this is especially going to be important while you're developing the OS or objective synthesis paper, is first you're going to complete the module assignment and then paste that assignment into your blog space for each module. So each module is going to have one blog. Then your group is going to take a look at each other's blog for that module, decide which is the best work for that particular module, and you will then copy and paste that work into the group's Best Work Wiki. Now, the important thing here is that there's only one wiki per group per module, and then each student, as far as the grade is concerned, will receive an individual grade based on your individual blog work and how much work you did in the wiki. In general, the schedule for your module work is as follows. First, you want to view the module slideshows and read the module notes and any other assigned readings that are in the notes. Then, once you've done that, you need to answer the grouped discussion prompt and post that into the module discussion board. You want to also reply to one other student in your group and reply to their prompt in order to get all the credit for that particular step of the module. Then you want to go ahead and take a look at the assignment for that module that you're working on and complete the assignment and post it to your blog. Then you need to look at the work that all of the people in your group have done, decide which is the best work of all of the people in your group, and then post that work into the group's Best Work Wiki. When you've done those 4 things, then you've completed the work for the module and you go on to the next module. Now let's take a look at what a completed blog looks like. So here is the body of a completed blog. I'll circle it for you. At any point, if you want to change any of your work, you can, and I'll show you how to do that. Over here on the right are the various keys that you're going to be using right here. Oop, I'm not circling it really well. And also you'll be using these keys over here at the top. Alright? So the first thing you want to do when you're creating a blog is you want to start a new blog or a new entry. And all you do is you click New Entry here. After you've created that blog and you've copied and pasted your work into the blog, if you want to come back to it later and edit it, then you click on the Edit button here. If you want to see a calendar of past postings of when you've entered information into your blog, there's the calendar there. If you want to see your other blog postings, you're going to have one blog Sometimes you'll have 2 blogs per module, and those postings are listed there. And then of course in the center here is the completed assignment, which your group can look at, and they can then comment on it by clicking on the comment area, and in this way you can decide which is the best work and then post that best work into the wiki. Okay, let's take a look at the parts of the wiki. It looks very similar to a blog, but here you're going to be working together with your group to create a single wiki. Notice again the central area there has the work, and what you need to do is the first group member who gets to the wiki, if there's nothing there for a particular module, then you have to start a new wiki page. And then everyone else who is in that group can then press the edit button and change that wiki. The only problem you may come up with is that there can only be one person working on a wiki at a time. So if you go to the wiki and someone's working on it, then you have to wait until they're done, and then you can edit the wiki. If you want to see the history of all the work that's been done on the wiki by each of the students in your group, press on the history, and you'll see a list of when that work was done. You can see what work was done, what changes were made, and you can even change it back to a previous version if you'd like. And here is listed the students who have worked on that wiki, so I can tell whether or not you've worked on that wiki or not, and who I should give credit to for that wiki. So this is the wiki page. It's in development, and as I said, the group members all work together to develop this wiki page. There should only be one wiki per module, and that's very important. So that's the parts of the wiki. Oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to say one more thing, is that the viewers of the wiki page, of course, can add their comments here. So other groups can add comments here, and you can look at other groups' wikis and see what they're doing. Okay, so that's the parts of the wiki and the blog. If you have any questions, please add them to the muddiest points in your Blackboard course. This is a brief slideshow to introduce you to the Illuminate webinar tool, which we'll be using to communicate to each other concerning the assignments, any of the notes. It'll allow me to answer any of your questions about the assignments, etc. And the attendance at these webinars are required and are used to assign extra credit at the end of the semester. You will need to get a headset, as is shown there in this screen, that has a microphone on it. The Logitech ClearSet stereo headset works quite well. Other headsets I'm sure would work well too, but you must use a headset with a microphone when you sign on to the webinars. You cannot use your microphone that's on your computer. I would ask you to turn off your microphone if that's the case. Get the headset, and then you can attend these webinars. So the webinar again will allow us to communicate with each other, and you can communicate with the other students in your group. You can have a conversation using the headphones with the microphone. We can share text messages. We can also share files, and I can even share my desktop, and we can go over your papers that way. How can you access this webinar? Well, first you want to go to your Blackboard course and find the link on the left side that says webinar, and then once that file opens, click where it says click here to start the webinar. You're then going to see a dialog box much like this one, and you need to type in your name. Please type in your at least your first name, maybe your last initial. The webinar tool will then load up. It will install a Java tool. If you need to, you may need to upgrade your Java, and you can do that quite easily. Once you see the window here that says the application's digital signature cannot be verified, just click on Run. This is a safe application. You're not going to run into any problems with it on your computer. Be sure that your headphones and microphones are correctly plugged in to the correct jacks at the back or the front of your computer. They're color-coded, and it should be easy to see which jack goes into which hole in the back of the computer. In the next slide, we're going to show you what the Illuminate webinar looks like, and once it's loaded onto your computer. So here is the basic Illuminate webinar page. On the right side is the window where I will upload a PowerPoint slideshow for our discussion. We can also upload other documents there. On the other side is the list of the students who are attending the webinar. So the list of the students who are attending the webinar are right over here. They'll be listed here in this box right here. If you need to type something in, you can type in right in this box down here. You could type, and actually you're going to type down here, and then it's exposed in the box above there. You want to make sure that when you want to talk, you want to click on this button down here, and then your microphone will be turned on. If you feel that the sound is too loud, you can adjust it right here. All right. So that's what the basic Illuminate webinar looks like, and we'll learn more about it when we actually carry on a discussion and have a webinar meeting. And just make sure that before you begin that your headset and your headphones, your microphones are working well. And on the next slide, I'm going to show you how to use the tools bar, which is at the top left-hand side of the screen. So you can see the toolbars right up there. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to see a variety of screens. So the first thing you want to do is go to the Tools section at the top, click on Audio, and then click on Setup Wizard, and then follow the directions carefully. Make sure to read them carefully. The first thing you're going to do is make sure that the sound on your headset is working, and so you want to choose which system you're using, and then press OK, and it will check your sound. What you're going to do is you're going to hit play, and then someone is going to talk to you and ask if you can hear what they're saying. If they can, then you just say yes, I've heard you, and then you move on. And the next thing you're going to want to do is to check your microphone. You again want to choose the microphone that you're using from a list that are available, and you're going to press OK, and then the record test screen will come up, and you press record, say a few words, press stop, and then play back to hear if you can hear yourself. If all that's working, then say yes, it's working, and then you can come back to the webinar. The important thing is, do not use the microphone installed in your computer. You have to use a headset and a microphone with a headset. Otherwise, there's some terrible feedback that happens, and it makes it quite impossible for us to talk to each other with that feedback. So you need to turn off the microphone that's installed in your computer, especially all of you who use laptops, and you turn off that microphone and use the headset and microphone, and then we can have our conversations. For more information about how to use this webinar tool, there's the website, and I certainly advise you to go there and take a look at that if you're curious, and to actually try out the webinar tool.